Greetings, it's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to another Picks and Mix, whatever we call it, where we swap everything around every week, normally on a Thursday, but today is Wednesday, and we know why, because I'm off to a gig tomorrow night, so it all rolls around the Battle of the Debuts. But today's VHS video, this is a VHS video. I think it's out on DVD, but I think it's out of stock or print at the moment. But luckily this is on YouTube for us to all enjoy. And we're talking about the band Rainbow and the 1982 Live Between the Eyes. Now this was a performance taped in San Antonio in Texas, and I do believe the supporting act was Judas Priest. So, Rainbow at the time was Jolene Turner on lead vocals, Richie Blackmore was on the guitar, Dave Rosenthal was keyboards, Roger Glover was bass, Bobby Rindelli was drums, and backing vocals was done by Lynn Robertson and Dee Beale. Now this was in support of the Straight Between the Eyes album. So the video opens up. What I remember of it is a windswept road and in black and white, and then they go to like a bit of the town and you get the poster, and I think that's where I know it says support act was Judas Priest. So then it starts with the Toto, we're not in Kansas anymore, we're somewhere over the rainbow. And then we go straight into Spotlight Kid off the difficult to Cure album. This is probably the best version of Spotlight Kid there is, especially that guitar solo. There's a little bit in the middle where it goes and then it gets the wang bar and goes like whoa. It's great watching Richie do that. It's a great track. I love that track. Then we go to a track off Straight Between the Eyes, Miss Mistreated. Love the riffs in that. Another sterling performance. Then we go to another track off Difficult to Cure, Can't Happen Here. I never liked the live version of this, especially with the backing vocals. I think it's a little bit weak. I prefer the studio version to this. It's got a bit more guts to it. Then we have a lovely ballad off Straight Between the Eyes, Tearin Out My Heart. This is the best version of it. The live version's got more atmosphere. It's a great vocal from Jolene Turner. Then we go to Down to Earth and All Night Long. Yeah, Jolene Turner can't sing that. There's only one person who can sing that, and that's Graham Bonnet. Then we go to a couple of tracks off the Straight Between the Eyes. First one's Stone Cold. Love that track. Much better live, heavier. And then a great version of Power. Again, it sounds really heavier live. The constraints of the guitar riff at the beginning on the studio doesn't give it its full potential, but Richie really lets it go on the live version. It's a great version. Then we get the Blues Interlude, that little bit of blues music that Richie seems to play every band he's in, that do 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 do, and then you get a little bit of Lazy as well thrown in there, little bits of Deep Purple. And then we go into Beethoven's Ninth, Ode to Joy, which is always a lot of fun. And then we end up, the last thing on the end, it goes on for ages. Long Live Rock and Roll. Now this is quite a long version. You get a drummer solo and some Richie Blackmore antics. So the highlights of this is the song's great, the crowd are going wild, and the first highlight of this is the drum solo from Bobby Rindelli. Halfway through he just says, "Blow this, I am not playing with the drums," and he starts caning the drums with his fists. And then what I do, when he gets the drums again, he starts hitting the things, and as he's hitting the drums, he's firing the drumsticks into the crowd. Great showmanship, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, we get the Ritchie Blackmore guitar solo, including the smashing of the guitar. Total disregard of a Fender Strat. But the kids loved it. He was absolutely going belting on it. It's great. So at the end of that, they come on and do Smoke on the Water, which they always do. I don't like Jolene Turner singing Smoke on the Water. The only person I like singing Smoke on the Water is Ian Gillan. You can't have it all, can you? Okay, I had this on VHS video when it came out. But because of the constant playing, it got thin, and then one day it got chewed up, and I've been looking for it ever since. But as it's on YouTube, I can watch this whenever I want. I still love watching this. I just love Ritchie Blackmore's things. It's a brilliant show. It's 77 minutes, which isn't too bad. It's a very, very enjoyable video. I'll put the link in so you can go and have a look if you've never seen it. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 9 out of 10 because it's just absolutely fantastic. So there we go. Thursday on a Wednesday. I'll be back later with the live stream tonight. But tomorrow, before I do all my usual thing, we have got the marathon tomorrow, and tomorrow it's another of the Runaways, and it's Joan Jett and the Black Hearts, which are a great band. So that's all for tomorrow. So I'll see you tonight on the live stream. Bye for now.